My name is Sammy Adloff. I'm Senior Director of Operations for Fleet Pride. Within my role, several things fall underneath myself and my operations team, from fleet, real estate, the operations within the company, from our wholesale side to our retail side, and along with our service side. So our event is a fantastic event that we have every year. Typically runs anywhere from about 750 of our Fleet Pride employees all the way to 950 Fleet Pride employees. On top of that, we also have our suppliers come in. We had a record-breaking attendance for our suppliers, which ran about 320 this last year. It's a big event for our suppliers. So we average about 1,050 is what we average right now for our event. Our event really is based around not only getting the message downstream to our field and our field leaders, from our branch managers, our service managers, and our outside sales reps that really are kind of our front line, all the way to having an expo with our vendors, where it allows them to be able to build those relationships and be able to make those points of contact for our field so that they have somebody to reach out to when they have questions or want to get additional training and just overall sales support. So it's about a day and a half event. A lot of it is really around not only the messaging from the company, like I said, but also to product training. And then we like to do a recognition and just an nice employee dinner for those that are attending the event. So we've actually been with Go Gather now, actually since about 2014. Our events have evolved. They used to be just sales driven, and it was a very small group, anywhere from 150 to 200 people. So obviously now it's grown. We're pushing that 950 mark at our max capacity. But in that, since we've grown with Go Gather and been through it, we were really challenged just with the logistics and handling all of it encompasses, right? From your travel to your flights to your budget management, making sure vendors are paid, and then from there just the hotel contacts, and having those partnerships and relationships to be able to make sure things are flowing smoothly. One of the things that Go Gather has done for us is they've made it very seamless, which is nice. It works. They know our program. They've kind of become an extension of our family, which has really made it really good. They know our customers, they know our audience, right? And our audience is our field. And because they know our audience, they're capable of making decisions where we don't necessarily always have to be in that mix of that day-to-day, since this is really not our full-time job. We don't have a full event planning staff, unfortunately, within Fleet Pride. So that's where Go Gather comes in. And because they have gotten to know the company fairly well and our audience fairly well, they're able to make decisions. They're able to find aspects that really intrigue and fit the need of the event. And so there was a point in time that we did try another event company. We went over to them, and then I think that we realized within that year, that one event, that there was a lot of value to having a company like Go Gather who knows our people, who knows our company, who knows our program, and really knows how to manage it and make it where it flows really well, and we don't have any major hiccups. So a lot of our major goals was really around getting the right folks in front of the suppliers and in front of our executive leadership team. And so we made some changes, not only to shorten the program, just from the aspect of most of the attendance is from the field. And so you don't want to pull them out of the field as much as possible, because it is sales impactful, right? It can be distracting. And so we wanted to shorten the program. We wanted to figure out how is the right attendance and who is the right folks coming. How do we maximize the space that we have, and really just kind of change it up to make sure that we're keeping everybody on their toes, but we're also managing to the change in our business, right? And how our business is operating. And so Go Gather has been really great with every time we come to the table and said, hey, we need to make some changes. This is where the gap is, and this is what we want to try and get to. Go Gather's been able to come to the table with ideas, changes in agendas, changes in different type of marketing strategies, different types of events to have on site. and just kind of strategies to different things that has helped us to get to the program we have today, which is our drive program versus our annual kickoff program. The drive program is really based around more of a selective attendance that comes in, and it has been shortened to a day and a half. After this last event in 2024, we have actually raving reviews, not only from our suppliers, but also from our attendants, that they felt that the flow of it, and they felt that the time, the length of it was just right. Not too short, not too long. A lot of people were back home and spending time with their family over the weekend, and the suppliers had enough time to be able to get out of the expo and have time with their families as well. So we really thank Go Gather for helping us with figuring out how to really kind of modify the program to make it fit our business changes. So I will tell you, right, some people see it as a cost thing, and I get it. Cost matters, right? When you're looking at an event, you have to stay within a budget. The one thing that I will tell you with Go Gather, not necessarily that Go Gather is always, maybe the least expensive, but Go Gather has always brought a value to our program that we know we cannot find somewhere else. And so for those that are looking for an event planning staff, I think really it comes down to, having a company that's going to build a relationship with you and a partnership with you. It's obviously business, but we also know too, having that relationship and getting to know those people and having them as an extension of your core team or your company is very important. Having them understand and wanting to dig in and understand how your company operates is very important and very valuable. Managing an event is, unless you have a dedicated team, and even with that, there's a lot of logistic pieces moving, and having an event planning company to help with that can help with, areas where there's discounts maybe that can be applied. There's, areas that we can work through that can help to, stay in budget, get the goal accomplished of what you need to, get the right venue, get the right, entertainment and the right decor. And that's just something that for most companies, you dabble in it, right? You dabble in it and you don't live in it every day. So not only does the value of having a partnership and a relationship of a company that lives in the space, that knows how to put on an event and will figure out and dig in to make that event fit your mold, that is so valuable, right? It's so valuable and worth every penny when you're planning any type of event with a large crowd.